Welcome to the Social Stack, your go-to channel for marketing tips based in technology for your real estate business. I'm Amy Stack, and today we're going over how to add a mortgage calculator to your Keller Williams website. With that, let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see everything. I am just going to be logged into Command on the main dashboard at this point. And I gotta move my screen over so I can see you guys. Let me open my chat so I can see if any questions come in. Isn't it fun how Zoom like changes everything once you click something? All right, can everybody see my screen okay?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. So we're on the main dashboard. This is a multi-step process. Step one is to build the page. Step two is to make it live. So I'm going to show you all kinds of good stuff. We did recently get an update to Command where you will be able to edit your websites. It is no longer through designs. If you were doing that, it is now all through the consumer tab. So we will go over that today as well. All right, to get started, we're going to go down to the consumer applet button right at the bottom of our list there on the left. And the first thing I want to point out is that if you don't know what your website is or how to view it, like how the public would see it, there's this little blue bar across the top and your link is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and click that so we can see what it looks like before and after. I have a drop down right here. It says the social stack. And if I click on that, these are like essentially different tabs to get in different pages of my website. And you can see I don't have anything about a calculator on there right now. So we're going to add one. To add it, we're going to do everything in the back end. So we're going to be inside Command. I'm still in that right where I clicked on that consumer applet button. To get started, you'll just go up to the top right, click create a new page. And it will default to my agent site, which is what we want. We want it to go live in our web page, not be its own location. And if you are unsure what you clicked, you can check right here the name of the page. It'll say new agent site or landing page. So if you click landing page on accident, just go back and redo it. Just title your page. All right. And then over on the right-hand side, we have all of our widgets. So the left is where we'll be able to see a preview. The right is where we're going to do all of our editing. I want to start with this company profile widget. Just going to click and hold and drag it over. When you see that green bar up here, you know it's ready to be released, I suppose. So here's the whole widget, and we're actually not going to use most of it. It's just provides a nice template for us to drop that calculator into. So now that I've added that in there, I'm going to come to the bottom right and click configure widgets. And then we have our company profile. That's the only widget in there. So that's the only one I can configure. So I just clicked on that. And now I have my editor open up. So you can see our headline here where it says edit heading. That's where it says about Royal Realtors. So maybe we wanted to say how much home can you afford? So when I hit save and apply, that will come across on my preview side. It's going to seem a little funky, but we're going to actually delete a whole bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to delete the intro text and all of the sections below that. You'll see the section 1 text has a little red asterisk. Just put a space in there and it'll let you continue going. I'm going to delete the pictures. We actually don't need any of this. And this is where this particular thing gets interesting with the mortgage calculator. What I'm going to do is actually share with you guys this widget code. I don't want anybody to have to try to figure out how to embed, make this HTML code. That's way too much work. A nice guy named John made it for us already. So if you guys want access to this and you're not in my market center, just shoot me an email, amystack@e2psuccess.com. I'll put that in the chat as well. And I can copy this whole code and put it in there, but I think that might be a bit much. So just shoot me an email if you want it, and I'll be happy to share that with you. And what you want to do is copy. So it says intro text in bold here. We want to copy everything underneath that and make sure you get down to page 2. And what I like to do is I just open an email, a blank email, like I'm writing a new one, and paste the code in there so that I don't lose it, because we have to edit it before we can put it in the site. And this page that I'm grabbing it from will be view only for you, because we don't want you to change it and then it not to be right for the next person. So I'm just gonna log into my email real quick.
Amy, I'm sorry, did you say you were gonna send that to everyone in an email or share it?
So you have access to it. It's in our drive. But
Oh,
anybody that's not in our office, go ahead and shoot me an email. And Heather, if you just want me to send you the link, just shoot me an email and I'll send it to you.
I'll try and find it.
So you guys still see the widget code, right?
Yes.
You see my email. Okay, so I'm just pasting this into an email on my other screen, just so you guys know what I'm doing. I haven't really done anything crazy, I promise. Okay, so then do you guys all see where there's this one line right here that's red? It's got a little bit of red text in there.
Yeah.
No? Okay, good.
Yes.
We want to update that. Everything in the black is going to stay the same. This red part, we're actually going to grab your specific link from Keller Mortgage and drop it into that red line there, so that when somebody goes to your page, it will be branded to you. So all you have to do is go to kellermortgage.com. Oops, or actually type it in. And up at the top right, you'll see agent login. And we want to log in as our agent, or as you. And we have this Keller Mortgage settings button. You guys all see that right here, kind of in the middle? Once you click on that, this is the link. That's all you need to grab, is just copy this one little link right here. And what you will end up doing is replace everything that's in red on your code with that link we just copied from Keller Mortgage. So I'm going to do that in my email that I have saved on my other screen. Just pasting it in there. And then you're going to, once you've updated that link, you're literally going to copy again this entire page, 2 pages right here. You want to copy all of that. And then we're going to come back to where we started inside command. So I'm just copying that on my email right now. You know, I've never tried this with my own link, so we'll see what happens. I'm not an agent. I would assume it still works. All right, so now I've got that copied, and there's this intro text section right here. I'm just going to hit paste. And now I'm going to hit save and apply. And look at that beauty. You now have Keller Mortgage information where they can apply right now. There's a calculator right in there. They can even get information about Keller Covered. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save changes here. I'm going to leave the picture up there for time's sake. If you guys want
I'm sorry, can you repeat like what where did you paste it, please?
Oh, it goes right into the intro text right here.
Okay.
Yep.
On
And then all
our
you have to
website?
do is hit save and apply and it'll pop into
Okay.
place. Yep. So you can change this picture right here just by updating this. I'm just going to not do that to save some time today. So we're going to hit save changes and it's going to ask, do you want to publish it? Yes, I want to make this live. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. And it automatically takes us to this new page. So step 1 is done. We have created the calculator and we created the page. Now we need to go ahead and make it live on our website. So this page that we're on right now is how we add pages to our website. And it took us here automatically right after you hit that publish button. So you can see on the left-hand side, there's a column of the pages I already have, and there's a button that says add page. I'm just going to click on that. And remember I told you to name your page at the beginning? This is why you want to name it, so you know which one of these to grab. Look at all these pages I've made. So calculator is the one I just made. I'm just going to hit continue. And now we're going to name it. So what I'm putting in for the page title is what will show up in my dropdown on the right-hand side of my page. Your slug is just kind of, it's like the extension of your URL. So my website is opportunity.kw.com. We're going to have a slash, and then the word we put in the slug is that next word. So I just like to use calc, nice, short, easy. And you can see a sample of that right here. whoop, didn't want to highlight. There we go, right there. So if you wanted to send somebody directly to that mortgage calculator, that's the link you would send them. And then for SEO description, I usually just put, you know, agent's name. So, you know, Patty, we would just do like Patty Hanson's, you know, mortgage calculator, Keller Williams mortgage calculator. If you're not using SEO optimization already, just put like a short little description in there. If you are, go ahead and put your optimization keywords and stuff in there.
You can add the keyword, more keywords later, right?
Yeah, you can always come back and edit this. Great question. Thanks, Patty. Always come back and edit this. So once you've got that updated, we're just going to hit save. And now you can see it was updated successfully. I'm going to come back to my website. I'm going to hit refresh. And I should see my mortgage calculator. Look at that. It's like magic. And there it is, right inside my page. So the reason I wanted to pull this up was to show you, obviously, the calculator feature, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with. So you just pop in the numbers, or your client can, they can do it themselves and get the information right here. It is not going to require them to submit any information to you. This is just a free tool of no commitment to them. Now, they can choose to click Keller Covered, and it will take them to the Keller insurance site. So that's a resource for them that you can make them aware of. And they can also choose to apply now. So when they do that, they choose if they want to buy a home or refinance. You'll see that you will be branded right at the bottom. And they just go through this questionnaire here. Pretty simple. I'm not going to go all the way through because I don't want to get bombarded. We'll say it's my primary residence. And I don't have an address. Here's the Glen Ellen zip code. I'm not sure how long I want to buy for, and then you can put how much you want, and just, you know, you guys get the idea of how it keeps going through the process here. I don't want to finish it because I don't want them to reach out to me because I'm not actually looking. However, what's really cool about this is since it is branded to you, once it goes to the Keller mortgage lender, even if somebody comes to your website that you've never talked to before because they logged in through your link, that lender is going to give the lead back to you. So they'll work with them to help them get pre-approved and everything, and then get them in touch with you to follow forward with the buying process.
Is there any way within this part where if you have a preferred lender within Keller, you know, a preferred salesperson within Keller Mortgage, that it can go directly to them, or is that behind the scenes in another way?
That I'm not sure of. Like I said, I didn't write the code for this website, so there might be a way to do that through the HTML. I don't know if the lenders have specific links. Like I copied that link that was like specifically for Amy. The lender might have one like that you could then update in here, but I am not 100% sure where that would go or if that even exists to do that.
I know that it exists. I just don't know where, because I heard it about it the other day that they said if you have one particular person you enjoy working with, when somebody clicks,
they'd probably have to supply their link to you. Just like I have access to my own link, I don't have access to yours. So if I wanted to share mine, I'd have to give it to you. Right.
Okay, thanks.
They might know, although I don't know which line of code that would be to update in here. And then I see in the tab, Tiffany, you asked a good question. Can you separate the Keller Covered to a separate tab? My guess is yes. I mean, not my guess. I know you could, you would just need the coding to do that. And I'm not sure which part of this, I'm looking at the code right now. 0+, that's mortgage. Part of this, one of these sections is going to be the Keller Covered. Keller Covered might even have their own code on their website that you could go in and grab. As far as, oh, here, right at the bottom here, this is the Keller Covered stuff. Now, the only thing you have to be aware of if you are going to try to separate them out, this is all formatted so that the page has a nice layout. Like each of these blocks is its own part of code. So if you delete this one from this page, it might end up making things kind of askew. That said, you could probably just leave this page like this and try to see if that code will do a page with just this and then have it in 2 spots. So that could be an option for you, Tiffany. I can also give you, I think it's john.kw.com. This is the guy I got the code from, John Morris. He's either an RTT or a MCTT, but he's got command training right here. So he's got a whole bunch of videos in here, and his code that I just shared with you guys is on this website too. There it is, Keller Mortgage page template. He must be in Wisconsin, Ripon. So john.kw.com if you want to see more stuff from him.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's got some great
So
stuff.
I guess this is difficult to do for somebody in Canada, huh? Because we don't have Keller Mortgage or Keller coverage here yet.
Ah, okay, well, here, I got something else for you.
Amy, I found it
Go
too.
ahead.
It's mortgagecalculator.org. Is that
Yep,
what- yeah.
so exactly, that's where I'm going right now. So if you guys don't want to use Keller Mortgage or you don't have access to it, go to mortgagecalculator.org. And at the top right, there's a button that says widgets, and you can see
Yep.
there's a few different types in here.
Mhm.
You can do the full page calculator, and there's the code right here for you.
Oh, okay.
So you can just do exactly the same steps, but use this code right here.
Okay.
And this is the calculator that would show up on the website. So and this
Nice.
would just be exclusively a calculator. It wouldn't have the link to, apply anywhere or the Keller covered information, yet it would still give that ability to your clients.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, Amy.
of course, my pleasure. Tiffany, John Morris's site is john.kw.com.
It's so simple. It's
It
easy to
is.
forget.
Nothing tricky. All right, so I want to show you one other thing before we get to into or off topic, I guess. I'm going to go back to the consumer page right here. Let's say you made this calculator and you weren't ready to make it live, and you come back in and you're like, okay, well, when I made the calculator and I was done, it took me right to that page that I needed to get to add it to my website. Well, now I don't know how to get there, right? So when you come into the consumer app, up at the top right, there's a button that says Site and App Settings. You can always get to the back end of your site right here. So Site and App Settings. And then we want Agent Site Pages. And that is the page that we were on. So that's how you can get back there without creating a page first. And then you can come in here and you can drag and drop and reorder these. Like if you want that calculator to be your first button, just grab those 6 buttons and reorder. If you don't want it on your site at all, you can click those 3 dots and delete it. And then that's about it for this section. You can also update.
Amy, before you leave this is where we would add any page that we're looking to add to the
Correct.
website.
Yes, so you have to build the page first, and then this section is where you'll add it to make it live.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back to the consumer button again. This is the part that's changed. Previously, when you were adding websites, if you wanted to go and edit them, you had to go through designs. Now it's all living in consumer, which is great. Here's that calculator we just worked on. I want to get in and update something. Come over to the far right, click those 3 dots and just hit edit. And now I'm back in there and I can update my page. So like if I wanted to come in and change the photo now, I could do that. That's it. Just hit publish when you're done, and that'll make those the changes go to your live page. Maybe doesn't want to go. There we go. I didn't click it hard enough, you guys. Any other questions I can go over for you about the mortgage calculator? Let me just make sure I got everything in the chat here. Oh, Heather, you said where in our drive is it? I even pulled it up. So if you go into our office drive, it's KW website resources. And then there's actually some extra fun tips in there too, but the Keller Mortgage page is the one with the code for you.
Thank you.
Amy, I have a question. Is there any classes coming for the app, like KW app?
I heard, are there any classes coming? And then I couldn't hear the end of it.
Like for KW app?
Oh, for the consumer side, I'm not sure if there's anything coming up. You can always check Connect Live for that. I was actually thinking about doing some shorts on that after I do my, what am I doing? Email templates right now. So maybe I'll do some short stacks for that.
Perfect. Would be appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
And
does
then,
this calculate, oh, sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
does the calculator app, not the calculator app, sorry, the calculator widget, will that be able to go onto our app?
I don't know. I don't think so. So the website is separate from the app. Let me take the screen down so I can see all of you. There we are. The website is separate from the app. So you can get the website on mobile and like it's not through the app.
Right.
So you can just pull it up as a website on a browser on a phone. I don't know if they're working on adding a mortgage calculator to the app. I think that's an awesome idea. We can check out ideas.kw.com and see if anybody's suggested
Suggested
that.
it?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. So if anybody has any questions while I'm doing that, feel free to shoot them out. No, that's it. All right, here, how about I'm gonna stop recording. Okay, so I think we got all the main questions answered. Next week, you guys, we're gonna go over specifically, we're gonna go over designs and flyers and specifically a seller like prospecting piece. So we're gonna use one of those magic letters and put it into a flyer and use a neighborhood snapshot in that flyer. So you can use it for door knocking or you can email it, mail it out, whatever is best for you. But I thought that would be a fun little prospecting piece for everybody. So that will be next week. And we're actually going to be on Wednesday next week because next Thursday is Red Day. So if you don't know what Red Day is, go talk to your Market Center leadership and they'll tell you how to get involved and give back to your community. Any
Will
other
it be at
questions?
1 o'clock still, just on
It will
Wednesday?
still be at 1 o'clock. We'll just be on Wednesday, correct? Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys all for coming. I will see you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah.
Amy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
When I create